Hey, what's up, everybody? So, whatever comes out is what comes out. Trying something new today. Well, sort of new. So, after the last reading I did for Cancer, I noticed after I shuffled the cards, I was looking at the box was sitting over here like this, and I noticed there was still a card in there, and the card that was in there was Saturn. All right. So this could be because of Saturn's placement right now. Also, it could be that this is for Capricorn, but we'll see what comes out. Planets affect all signs anyways, as long as it's in alignment. See what comes out. Angels, ancestors, spirit guides. Who's this message for? Who's this message for, please? We have Mercury that came out. Alright, we got Sagittarius, Pluto, and Venus. So Saturn, Mercury, Pluto, Venus, and Sagittarius. I'm not an astrologer, so you know. For further details on that, you can check into it. See what your astrology comes out with. I only do numerology right now. I'm still learning some astrology and everything, so you know, bear with me. But today, this is just oracle messages from the Rumi, and for those of you who want to know, it's Atlanta Firechild. So let's see what comes out. All right. Sagittarius. Angels, ancestors, spirit guides, what messages do you have for Sagittarius? What messages do you have for Sagittarius? What is this Rumi message for Sagittarius? Get that 3 times. Messages do you have for Sagittarius, please? Oop, that was a lot. Go ahead and take that one. Also, don't forget to let me like, share, subscribe, drop a comment. Let me know what you, how this resonates for you. And remember, eat the fish, spit out the bones. You know, in other words, take what resonates and leave the rest. We have I surge on the uprising wave of love, the number 5. Some of you might be seeing the number 5 a lot. You see that good? I surge on the uprising wave of love. I surge on the uprising wave of love. My life can be summed up in three accounts. I was raw, I was cooked, and I was burned. Rumi. I surge on the uprising wave of love. No gravity can stop me from rising. The moon pulls tide of life towards her, and my soul, in oneness with all of life, answers her call. A wave of love consumes me, and upwards I fly, flying through the water, to greet her shining body, led by my heart. My wits are addled, and my mind becomes a blurry mess. And so, I feel the truth of her love, and the divine reflection she shines back at me from her radiant heart. Greater forces of planetary movements affect us all. We experience day and night through the interplay of the earth, sun, and the moon. This is a profound and obvious effect. The movements of the cosmos affect us deeply, body and soul. Some movements are perhaps less obvious in form, but are just as great, if not more so, in effect upon our spiritual growth and life experiences. You are going through a cycle, or very soon will be, by which you will be moved by forces greater than your own personal will. This is a karmic period, Saturn, a time during which the movements of greater planetary bodies will have an impact upon the Earth and humanity. Of course, remember, we got Pluto, Venus, and Mercury in the mix too. This is the way of things. The greater cycles affecting smaller ones. The smaller ones are not less important, but they do have to bow to the power of the great, in oneness with the magnificent unfolding divinity that is life itself. What we have at our disposal is choice as to how we respond to these affecting movements and cycles. The effect of this karmic cycle now unfolding in your life is to bring you into sweet surrender and awakening into a greater love. What a delicious divine destiny! However, if we sense at one level that a shift has a positive end in store for us, we can encounter resistance and fear, born of the ego. In response to the stirring of spiritual uprising, we may quake in our holy body and wonder if everything is getting out of control and into some disorder. We will be right in our sense of imminent chaos. The disorder, however, is the ego perspective because its range of vision is too small, too limited, to comprehend the greater workings of the planetary systems that move life towards love. That is as it should be. The teacup is not made to hold the ocean, just actually a cup of tea. But if we begin to imagine that the cup of tea is preferable to the ocean, simply because it is more containable, how much we miss out on. And how terrifying when we are actually thrown into the ocean and moved by it, its sheer power, its wild force, and its passionate dance with the moon. The Moon Mother might have us fearing that we most certainly will die. Yet, the only thing that is dying here and now is your grasp, your attempts at control. Why? Because your heart is more powerful than your fear, and it wants to live in total trusting surrender of the unfoldment of life's genius. It wants to let life happen to it. What a wise intention that is. Why seek to impose a smaller and less interesting story upon life when the great master, storyteller, is weaving a fantastical tale of great love, great adventure, and sublime spiritual success. No, it is wiser, wilder, and more fun to surf the great wave of consciousness seeking to overtake you right here, right now. Dive in, beloved. Search and surge with it. You are being given a gift of grace in this oracle, the promise that you won't drown and that you will, in fact, be given a glimpse of your own divinity should you choose to accept whatever will be offered to you. Don't try to swim against the tide of your own life journey. Go with it. The divine is there waiting for you, orchestrating waves upon which you may reach the heavenly shore. Yes, the divine is there waiting for you. Waiting on a picnic blanket of fabric of the heavens, with a sacred feast of earthly bounty, just now being unpacked here in the now in your honor. Get yourself into that ocean and ride those waves to your sacred date with the divine right now. Sweet beloved, surf's up, dude. This oracle comes with a message for you. There are changes happening, and they will be out of your control. This is because you are ready for accelerating life change rather than paddling. You'll be caught up in a wave and move farther, way faster. Let yourself surge and surge on with the energy of what is happening, leading with your heart and just going with whatever unfolds. This will bring you the best fortune and open you up to the divine destiny that is your birthright in this lifetime. The sacred honor and ritual. Placing your hands on your heart, say the following. Don't forget that deep breath through the nose and out through the mouth. The grace of life touches my heart, and I am courageous. I surge, I rise, I meet the divine. Beloved, in every twist and turn, I journey home on the wave of love, and I graciously accept the hand of my divine beloved, guiding me now through love, mercy, and grace. So be it. Close your eyes and focus on your heart. If you wish, you may like to intend to connect to the feeling of love for your heart, wise guide that is. When you feel that you are done, you have completed your honoring ritual. In through the nose and out through the mouth.